Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Alright, so it is October the 1st if you guys are watching this video on the day that I am releasing it. And guys, it is now official. We have actually seen the best September for cryptocurrency ever, plus 7.75%. For this September 2024. Only 3 other times in history has September been bullish, and there are some other statistics here that I wanted to share with you. Something that I read on Twitter, I forget where. Unfortunately, I'd like to give this person credit. But anyway, here are the stats. Okay, guys, every single time a September was bullish, we did witness another 3 bullish months after that. So October, November, December in 2023 were also bullish. If you look down here in 2016, it's the same thing. And in 2015, it's the same thing here. The other thing I wanted to mention with regards to October, November, and December of this particular year, considering it is an election year, even if we look at those statistics like in 2020, even when we did not see a bullish September, those months were also always bullish. So in 2020, we saw 3 green months in a row. And in 2016, the election year before that, we saw 3 green years in a row. So guys, hopefully this is spelling something very great for the cryptocurrency space. So this is from Rect Capital here. Don't let a 5% dip distract you from the fact that Bitcoin has experienced its best September of all time by producing over 7% of monthly returns. And yes, Bitcoin did dip a little bit. This is the Bitcoin chart on the 1 hour, and as you guys can see, it is recovering in here. So we are seeing some positive movement to the upside for the King Crypto. Bitcoin forming what is looking like that reversal pattern here. A lot of trading volume to the downside, but now, right now, as the time of this recording, Bitcoin is getting back up closer to $64,000 per coin. So, guys, it's looking very, very bullish for Bitcoin. If I throw this on the daily, you guys can see, this dip not going to last long. Hopefully, we've already broken up into higher highs, and so, even if we did go up and then down a little bit more, ultimately, I think we will find ourselves making a higher low before we move to the upside. So, I'm not too worried about this. This is also spilling over into some of the altcoins like XRP, guys. Take a look at that XRP on the daily chart. Very bullish candle today after we did see that bearish candle yesterday following Bitcoin's price movement downward. And so on the 1 hour here, this is great. XRP is looking very healthy. We are seeing this inverted head and shoulders pattern. Check out that large volume bar. A lot of sellers were selling in and around 61, 62 cents, but that has since recovered. And look at the buying pressure, guys. Price is going up significantly as we're not even seeing a lot of buying pressure down here. So that's a good sign. That means that it's not taking a whole heck of a lot for price to move up at this moment in time. So that's all great. As you guys can see, neutral sentiment in the crypto space right now, that's slid down quite a bit to 48. We've got the market cap down to 2.26 trillion. That's up by a little bit. 24-hour volume is up by over 10%. Bitcoin dominance, though, guys, is falling 55.9%. People are realizing altcoins might be the play. There's still movement for Bitcoin to be had, though. I mean, Bitcoin is still below its all-time high, and we are projecting in the 6 digits for Bitcoin this coming bull run once we do hit that top. So Bitcoin only up 0.6% in the last 24 hours. We've got Ethereum up 1.35, BNB coins up 1.3, Solana up 1.8, XRP also up by 0.7%. And, most of the altcoins are up as well by single digits. Some are a little less, but ultimately finding that recovery phase now that Bitcoin is also recovering. So guys, this is all positive news. It's going to take time. We're not going to see God candlesticks until probably, well, I'd say later into 2025. For more information on what I'm doing, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, a comprehensive approach at how I'm going to trade out my cryptocurrencies, and it's going to be easy. I'm not making it too complicated. So if you want to follow what I'm doing, you'll probably understand, my method here. Patreon.com/workingmoneychannel is only $5 a month for those of you guys who want to explore maybe some out-of-the-box thinking, some ways to take a look at the cryptocurrency market. Chad here posting this, okay, so giving us some insight on those XRP inflows. And when we did see the XRP price go up, you would think that there's a lot more money coming into XRP. Check this out. I'm going to show you in one post how much new net money inflows are needed in XRP to move the price, and how market cap is not a true indicator of how much money is in the actual market. So he is being a little critical of the market cap indicator, okay? For the week, the new net inflows of just 800,000 was injected into XRP. That caused XRP's market cap to go from 32.61 billion to 37.35 billion. So how did we get $4.74 billion in increase in market cap based on only $800,000 over the course of a week? Now imagine billions of dollars in new money being injected into XRP every single day. So these are the XRP numbers, okay, from CoinShares. XRP only seeing 0.8 million, which is $800,000 in net inflows. And yet market cap did grow. So this was from September 25th. And this was from September 29th. So you guys can see that. Those indicators are showing that the market cap is growing. So guys, it does mean that even though he is saying market cap doesn't matter, market cap is pretty much just a calculation of price times the quantity that is in the market. So that is all that market cap does give us, pretty much just a straight mathematical equation. One of the things is looking at market cap in terms of how much it can grow over the course of the bull run. But regardless, I get his point here. It's kind of a flawed metric if you're just looking at market cap, and if you're thinking to yourself, wow, there's this many XRP in the ecosystem and the price is only going to this, right, guys? It's not as important to focus on just one thing as it is to look at the broader picture. Nevertheless, wanted to thank Chad for pointing out that metric, because I think a lot of people get confused. Brett here, guys, bringing this to our attention. Now, I wanted to play you guys this. If you were to invest $100 monthly, okay, into XRP since 2018, this is the number of what this is the amount, excuse me, of dollars that you would have invested in XRP. And guys, this is the XRP price. So at a point, you can see that crossing over the line. And this is just a short video here, just demonstrating how price has gone up and down and up and down. And so, if you invested $100 at whatever the price is, see, there's going to be a point here where it does go above. And of course, that was during the bull run, even when XRP was not being listed on many of those cryptocurrency exchanges. You guys can see here, we still did see a move to the upside. And then, of course, there is the bear market. So this is another interesting way to look at XRP investing if you want to keep it simple. Again, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for all my strategies. What I'm going to be doing this bull run, I know all you guys own XRP. Some of you guys own other cryptocurrencies as well. So, we're going to look at this from a few different perspectives here. It is incredible. When you zoom out, you can see, taking that slow approach sometimes can be beneficial. I don't know how much time we have left, though. A massive increase in crypto is probably just around the corner. This coming from Vandal here. Just considering what the U.S. is doing when it comes to economic policy. Jerome Powell, chair of the Federal Reserve, just signaled 2 more interest rate cuts are coming in 2024. Very positive for risk on assets like cryptocurrency. So this is going to get people to invest, because rate cuts equals an increase in credit creation, which increases global liquidity. So guys, that translates into a massive bull run. Here's just a brief overview. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said on Monday that our economy is strong overall, but that further cuts in interest rates are likely as the central bank attempts to recalibrate monetary policy. In a speech to the National Association for Business Economics in Nashville, Tennessee, Powell said the tight money policy of the past 2 years, including the highest interest rates in 2 decades, helped restore the balance between overall supply and demand in the economy. And here's a quote: "That patient approach has paid dividends. Inflation is now much closer to our 2% objective." He said, "Today we see the risks of achieving our employment and inflation goals as roughly in balance." So Jerome Powell is saying, we will see 2 more cuts, and cuts mean cheaper money, borrowing cheaper money. This is going to mean more money for people to get their hands on, as Vandal does put here, credit creation, right? And that does ultimately get into increased global liquidity. So guys, where are people going to put this money? Into the crypto space, into the stock market, many different markets that are available to the people that are investing. So wanted to thank Vandal just for bringing that up. And even if the U.S. is slow to the uptake when it comes to sound financial policy revolving around cryptocurrencies, at least we are seeing, at least in other parts of the world, this technology really take off. SCB, guys, which is a Ripple partner, has tapped another Ripple partner, Thunes, to offer instant global money transfers. So another 2 Ripple partners here working together. They're working to enhance international remittances. This collaboration will allow SCB customers to send money instantly to 26 countries in 17 currencies with increased transparency and reliability. Through Thunes' direct global network, SCB Easy app users can transfer funds in real time to destinations like Australia, Canada, Cambodia, China, Denmark, Finland, India, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, the Philippines, South Korea, Sweden, and Vietnam. And apparently there's more there. The partnership aims to offer customers fast and dependable international transfers while reducing costs. So a Ripple partnership here being forged by two big Ripple partners. Our collaboration with Thunes aims to expand our international money transfer service worldwide via SEB Easy App. Customers will receive the full amount transferred without additional fees and with convenient, fast, and real-time transactions available 24/7. So running over the XRP ledger again, we got to remember this is not happening in the United States. In other parts of the world, guys, they're already seeing this type of technology break through. It is still in its infancy, though, so I'm not saying it's widely available all over the world yet. People are still utilizing it, trialing it, working it out. But it is good to see two Ripple partners here working together to expand global adoption of international money remittances. Also happen to see this from the Wrath of Kahneman April market report on cross-border payments from investment bankers. This has to do with Houlihan Lokey. They've just mentioned Ripple as a swift challenger along with other fintechs. So guys, this was again from a couple of months ago now. Houlihan Lokey. I did not see this when it came out. Here's the full report. I will link it in the description of the video for you guys. A lot of information here. And if you look down here, actually, the Wrath of Kahneman has just screen grabbed it here from card networks, blockchain solutions like Ripple, fintechs, and then they mention a couple of Ripple partners here, Airwallex and Neum, and other banking networks. So the Swift network remains dominant. However, while old, Swift is still the messaging network of choice, but is facing stiff competition when it comes to Ripple and their partners. So representatives for cross-border payment companies include Ripple partners like Airwallex, Local Currencies, Direct, Flutterwave, Neum. Of course, there's Ripple there, Tranglo, Transfermate, and Extended. And Thunes is in there too. So this is just the screen grab that Wrath of Kahneman did highlight there. I do believe eBury does have a connection to Ripple, and I do believe that Payoneer and M-Pesa also do have a connection to Ripple as well. That's just off the top of my head, but we are nevertheless seeing this move in the right direction. So I wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. Guys, I also happen to see this from Smoke. I talked about this in a video I did a few weeks ago. I'll see if I can find it. The ISO 20022 standard is one thing, but each cryptocurrency that is going to be used in this new financial system, or at least if these cryptos are relevant, okay, even if they might not be used, as much as some of the other cryptos, they do still need to be identified in this new financial system because people do see them as having value. And Bitcoin is a great example of that. It is the king crypto. It's definitely not going to be used in the same kind of capacity that, we'll see cryptocurrencies like XRP or XLM being used, but people are going to be holding it. People are going to be transferring it. People are going to want to fractionalize it. So it does need an identifier. This is Dominique Tanner, okay, the chair of the ISO committee. Here's how he explains it, and he actually does use Ripple as an example in here. Listen to this.
Looking at the implications of CDBC as well as other digital currencies like your Bitcoins, Ethers, Ripples, etc., etc. It's probably a bit early stages, but what we can definitely say, a number of standards will actually be applied. On the one hand, you have to question whether a digital currency would get a currency code, like these three-letter currency code that I've been mentioning. Answer for CDBC would be most likely yes. A digital version of central bank money could get a three-letter ISO currency code, but not any non-fiat digital currency like Bitcoin or Ether. What we have developed with the DTI, and Sandra and I have spoken about that, is an identifier, an ISO identifier, which is specifically suited to the digital ecosystem, and each digital currency can get a DTI, and most digital currencies like Bitcoin, Ether, Ripple, Cardano, etc. have already been allocated a digital token identifier. The register of the DTI is public, and you can basically access it through any web browser and download that data.
So they all have DTIs, digital token identifiers, and as you guys heard here, he was talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Ripple, or XRP rather. So the cryptocurrencies where they do have a real-world purpose, they do have real-world value. We got to remember there is a lot of cryptocurrencies in this space that are going to be, fly-by-night cryptocurrencies. People are going to trade them. Some of them might 100x. Some of them might go to zero. Who remembers Terra Luna? And that's just one example. So, I've been very careful in which cryptocurrencies I've been trading. The $15,000 plus portfolio over there at patreon.com has some real bangers, at least ones that I think are going to do very, very well. So I've shared that with my Patreon subscribers. The thing that I wanted to bring up here is that Ripple is mentioned In this ISO 20022 committee webinar here, they discuss how cryptocurrency data can be integrated into ISO 20022. So, as we're seeing, other reports come out, like this Houlihan low-key report, commenting that, Swift is old and that they're facing challenges from brand new fintechs companies like Ripple. It is also important to note that, Ripple and a handful of others are already ready, locked in, ready to roll. And this coming from the ISO Standard Committee from Dominique Tanner. So great news here. Wanted to thank Smoke for posting that. Guys, the RLUSD has been seeing its fair share of controversy as of late. I know you probably have seen this video by Jungle Inc. It was this video here. I hate to say it, he says, and I will link his page in the description of this video. You guys can see it. It's the first video on his page here. A lot of the discussion was revolving around this idea that XRP, it's no longer a top tier cryptocurrency. Jungle Inc. has been with the community for a very long time, but he's saying, basically in a nutshell, after all is said and done, he's going to be selling out of all his XRP specifically by the end of this bull run. You can listen to his views on it there. It is only a 6-minute long video. And, some people are kind of upset about this. I wanted to dig a little deeper to see if that was necessary. Is XRP still going to be utilized? And is the RLUSD, so it's basically stemming on this fact that Ripple made decisions regarding the RLUSD to run on Ethereum, and I think that was the biggest point for him. Mr. Mann here bringing this up though. Okay, here's the setup on why Ripple is implementing RLUSD on Ethereum first. It is the leading platform for decentralized finance and offers many decentralized exchanges. You got to remember, a lot of these blockchains are further ahead in some ways than the XRP ledger. If you guys remember a video I did, a few weeks ago now, one of the developers was saying, every cryptocurrency blockchain does have its upsides and its downsides. And the one thing with the XRP ledger, it does payments very fast, but it's not so good at smart contracts. I think it was one of those Ripple developers, Maduka, I forget her name. Ripple is offering its stablecoin to the largest ecosystem in the crypto space. So think of the growth, guys. And he points this out here. The decision to launch the RLUSD on Ethereum is strategic. Ethereum is the leading platform for DeFi applications with a vast ecosystem that includes decentralized exchanges, lending platforms, and various financial services. By introducing RLUSD on Ethereum, Ripple aims to tap into this extensive network, providing a stable, trusted digital dollar for a range of decentralized finance activities. So there's going to be it's going to be a multi-purpose cryptocurrency, and I think to disseminate this crypto in a wide range of ways is a better way to do this than just saying, okay, it's just going to be on the XRP ledger and it's just going to be for these use cases. Think about it, guys, the broader picture. So wanted to thank Mr. Mann for that. Krypton Writer here also commenting, many people are currently questioning the issuance of RLUSD on Ethereum as well as what it means for the XRP ledger. In my controversial view, I would want to see the token on as many decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges as possible. The more opportunities for the token to be traded, the more likely it is that the lifeblood of any DeFi ecosystem, i.e. arbitrageurs, will successfully trade the token on the XRP ledger. So yes, Krypton Writer here looking at the broader picture. It's also not like RLUSD won't be tradable on the XRPL DEX limited order book. It's just that the clawback-enabled token like RLUSD and the XRPL AMM aren't a good fit right now. So we'll have to wait and watch as this clawback does evolve over time. Please keep in mind that the issued token RLUSD on both the XRP ledger and Ethereum is not publicly available yet to the open market. So guys, it's still in a beta test phase. The other thing Krypton Writer does mention here, as long as Ripple doesn't publicly announce anything different, words have meaning as stated explicitly in their GitHub. So what was stated, you ask? Well, this Ripple RLUSD will be initially natively issued on the XRP ledger and Ethereum blockchains. Initially. Okay, that means it's going to be issued there first right now, but guys, there are likely still plans for it to be disseminated in a wider scope. Krypton Writer was retweeting out an earlier tweet he had replying to Jungle Inc. I completely agree with you, Jungle. However, I do believe the odds of the RLUSD launching just on Ethereum are quite low. So, there's more to this discussion, I think, than just getting upset that we're not seeing the RLUSD being released in the way that we see fit or that we think is the best way. I mean, remember, guys, we're not experts in the tech. At least I'm not. What I am an expert in is trading, looking at markets, understanding cryptocurrencies and the trends. So what I'm looking at is for XRP to really move. And, the longer play is going to be something that is very, very different than the spec market. So we do have to remember all this. This is a funny one from Andrews here. Remember when Joseph Lubin appeared with the world's most powerful central bankers, Christine Lagarde, and the head of Bank for International Settlements? No, me neither. So I think that sums it up pretty well. Guys, no fear. Ripple still does have the partnerships, they still have the connections, and they still have the incentive to grow XRP. Now, Digital Asset Investor also posted this. Study this chart. When I was at XRP Las Vegas, I asked billionaire Greg Kidd, who, by the way, used to work at Ripple, if the RLUSD would do the same thing for XRP that Tether did for Bitcoin. Now, let's just take a look at this for a second, okay, guys? Bitcoin and Tether, they have an inextricable relationship. As we did see Bitcoin price rise, they needed to mint more Tether in order to keep up with the Bitcoin demand. People were trading into Tether to secure profits. So, guys, these two cryptocurrencies inextricably linked. And so when Digital Asset Buy apparently, and I can't confirm this, but he has said when he talked to Greg Kidd about that, could it do the same thing for XRP as Tether did for Bitcoin? His answer, well, that's the general idea. I wish they had done this sooner. Boom goes the dynamite. So Greg Kidd here saying maybe the RLUSD is meant to boost up XRP. Right now, we're seeing the initial phases being rolled out on the Ethereum blockchain. But guys, the XRP ledger also going to see its fair share. I think ultimately we do need more utility for all of these cryptocurrencies. We need them to be disseminated in a real world capacity, but we're just not there yet. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.